After a tense border standoff between the two largest militaries in the world, Chinese troops have started to pull back at certain locations along the line of actual control with India. Now WION will show you the pictures from ground zero in the Galwan Valley. Now these pictures have been taken near PP14, the site of the deadly clashes in the narrowly dangerous icy Galwan Valley. The images have been released by China CCTV as part of a propaganda video. They show the Indian side in the process of constructing a bridge over the Galwan River. Now, these pictures have been taken days before the deadly clash on the 15th of June. It shows, as you can see on your screens, Indian Army personnel carrying construction equipment to the icy stream. Now you can clearly see the rocky, inhospitable terrain that the Jawans had to negotiate. Now CCTV also claims that India built a helipad on the banks of the Galwan River. India has repeatedly maintained that all the construction has always been on the Indian side of the line of actual control. India also called Chinese claims on the Galwan Valley untenable. Now one thing is clear from these pictures. India was always aware of the massive Chinese troop build-up on the other side of the LAC. The Indian Army was already making preparations in May to defend its positions along the Galwan Valley. Now this was before China pitched tents on the Indian side of the line of actual control and obstructed the patrol patterns and patrol routes of the Indian Army. The deadly clashes took place here. 20 Indian soldiers died in the hand-to-hand combat in which troops used iron rods and batons. India claims 43 Chinese soldiers also lost their lives. Beijing has accepted that it suffered casualties but has not revealed a figure yet. Meanwhile, American intelligence reports claim that over 35 PLA troops were killed in these deadly clashes. And this is the location. You can see on your screens pictures taken by the Chinese side reveal the PP14. Now, days after negotiations and multiple rounds of talks, both at the military and at the diplomatic level, the Chinese side has removed its tents from the forward locations and has moved back up to 1 to 2 kilometers from PP14, which is the clash site. The Indian Army says it will verify Chinese pullback on the ground over the next few days. Indian forces will continue to maintain a level of alertness. Now, these visuals on your screen were taken just last night. These visuals have been taken at an Indian Air Force base in Ladakh. The Indian Air Force conducted night operations at its forward air base near the Chinese border. American and Russian originated aircraft and helicopters took part in these night operations. One of the world's deadliest attack helicopters, the American-made Apache, was part of the night operations carried out by the Indian Air Force. Apache pilots were seen flying with their night vision goggles that allow them to navigate the mountains and around the airbase at night. The heavy-lift Chinook helicopters were also pressed into action.
The night operations have an inherent element of surprise. The Indian Air Force is fully trained and ready to undertake entire spectrum of operations in any environment with the help of modern platforms and motivated personnel.
Russian-made MiG-29 fighter jets also carried out nighttime combat air patrols over the eastern Ladakh sector. Notwithstanding the strong winds and the chilling weather, the ground crew and the pilots were flying using even very small windows when the wind speed is low. MiG-29 and the formidable Sukhoi MKI fighter jets have been at the forefront of the high-tempo operations after hostilities broke out along the line of actual control. Now, around the same time when the MiG-29s were taking off from the forward airbase, multiple air bases in the northern sector were activated, from where fighters including the Mirage 2000, Sukhoi 30 MKI and Jaguar fighter jets also took off at different locations along the line of actual control from Ladakh to Arunachal Pradesh. Now, this was a massive night operation carried out by the Indian Air Force to keep the forces on their toes. Meanwhile, several border infrastructure projects have also been completed by the Indian side in Ladakh. Border Roads Organization has completed the construction of 3 new strategic bridges near Leh. All 3 bridges have been constructed in a record time of just 3 months. These bridges will allow the movement of tanks and other heavy vehicles to the line of actual control with China. The first steel bridge has been constructed in Nimu and can carry a load of up to 70 tons. The second bridge is in Basgo location near Nimu, while the third has been built in a place called Ule Topo, which is further ahead on the Srinagar-Leh highway. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today held a review meeting with the Border Roads Organisation officials. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has directed that all border infrastructure work is to be fast-tracked and that the movement of the forces should not be affected during the process. Joining us on this broadcast is WION's principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal. Siddhant, for the first time, WION has put out the clearest images yet for the Indian audience of PP-14. Now, these images put out by CCTV originally were taken before the clashes on the 15th of June, but they clearly show that the Indian side was aware of the Chinese build-up and was already making preparations to boost infrastructure on its own side of the line of actual control.
Well, Shobit, ever since the Doklam crisis happened in 2017, India was aware about the Chinese plans perhaps, and that is why India had boosted the infrastructure development at LAC, not just in eastern Ladakh but across the entire India-China border, and this is part of the Indian plan, long-term plan. We know even as we speak, the infrastructure development continues. In fact, you just talked about how the developments are taking place, the Border Road Organization making sure that infrastructure is on place. But talking about these pictures which have been released, they have been released on a day that is on Monday, when both sides gave out the readout of the conversation that happened between the NSA, the Indian NSA, and of course the Chinese Foreign Minister as part of a mechanism on border, that is SR level mechanism, and of course the fact that there was a disengagement that has started, the first phase of disengagement that has started, though of course there is no official release by the Indian side or of course by the Chinese side, which is interesting given the fact that when the Doklam crisis happened and it came to an end, there was an official release by the Indian side saying that the disengagement has started. So by and large, the Chinese side is continuing with its plans. The visuals, of course, are released by the Chinese state broadcaster CCTV, and of course we know that how propaganda works in China. They have been using these visuals to, of course, make sure that the domestic audience knows the narrative of the Chinese government, and no clue about what the Indian government has to say, given the fact that how they were quick to remove even statements by the Indian Prime Minister post a violent flash-off that took place between India and China on 15th of last month. So clearly, when it comes to the current scenario between India and China, it looks very, very precarious. It looks very cautious by both the sides, especially by the Indian side, given the fact that once the Chinese side have already betrayed their commitments, that is in the month of June. So this time the Indian side is very cautious. The verification on the ground is still to happen, and only then we do expect some kind of formal statement. Right. But given how China has been acting or its actions in past few days or months, not only with India but with the rest of the Asian neighbors, you can't really trust the Chinese, and that is the current thinking here when it comes to the policymakers here in Delhi.
Absolutely. A very important statement you made there, Siddhant, that you really can't trust the Chinese. That's the feeling in Indian circles. Thank you so much for joining us. Meanwhile, Indian Army and Air Force continues to be on alert, and as we just showed you, Indian Army and the Air Force have carried out massive night operations to keep the forces on their toes.